Good evening. Good evening, dear subscribers and casual viewers. So I'm working on all sorts of I would say constructions that are more. I would say symbolic with regards to all sort of courses, but not only courses, but also blessing, of course, blessing for myself, and courses for just for the rest of the people on this planet. So but I also intend to I really hope that very soon I will actually be able to start working on the titanium to modify the titanium to modify this titanium container. I've already painted this in yellow acrylic. It's kind of it's something new, and I would also need to actually paint with silver acrylic the big magnet, and we'll see what to do with all this mixture. It depends on the microscopic examination. So what I want to do now is to watch 4 slides with you. I really want to complete the microscopy weekend. So I hope that you still have patience. And anyway, it's good for the documentation reasons to actually take a look at maybe 8 more slides. I hope it will be done quickly. I would say that what should be interesting from your perspective, I think, is how is the curse of Naaman going? Maybe it doesn't really need reiteration, but just in a sentence, I discovered yesterday, or it was yesterday night or very early this morning, that my body is infested with parasitic life forms, and it's evident from any piece sample that I take, and it was evident in the microscopic pea sample that I've taken this morning or last night, and of course it's a great sin of humanity, because you knew, people in various intelligence agencies knew about it, but it didn't tell me, and this is humiliation beyond imagination, and I pray to God to punish you, with accordance to your deeds. It's not only the Israelis, everyone no one actually took the care to actually inform me that I have this issue, and maybe I could have treated it, and instead you just detach me from my daughters and not allow me actually to enter the city where they live, and put me in jail, and etc. etc. And this comes from the people that actually say that the Israelis condemn, lie to them, and that they are on my side. Yes, of course, but they didn't tell me such an important thing. And only now they give me the incredible advice of you should just fast, and it passes when you fast, and that's what we do. So of course I'm not fasting, I'm eating as usual, and I pray to God that God will take this curse for me and put it on everyone else in this world, not only people with neurons in their body. Many of them already have this issue, but also anyone else by polluting your water reservoirs of the earth with these parasitic life forms. And I also promised you, my audience, that by tomorrow my body will be much the presence of these life forms will be reduced significantly in my body, and maybe even completely eliminated. And this could be evident by taking a pea sample tomorrow, and that of course, the curse of Naaman, it will be placed in the water reservoirs of this world. So if I were you, I was curious. Maybe you've checked it. Yes, it's not tomorrow yet, but aren't you curious to see? How it's presumably going? It's not no one thought it's not in the details of this magic or this course that you cannot watch what's happening until tomorrow. It's not that kind of magic. So I've taken a sample. I was very curious, so I've just taken a sample. And we will not go over it, but unless there is a huge demand. But I placed the sample in this drawer, so it should be available to us later. And I must say that already, I mean, God answered my call, and there is a significant reduction in life forms, like significant like reduction. I mean, much fewer and much smaller life form, and also you can actually see a Nero like attacking one of the remaining life forms. Like you can actually see it, and which is fantastic because it means that, I mean, they do their job. And yeah, miracles do happen if you pray and you believe in God. And of course, I also pray that God will put this on your water reservoirs, the entire world, so you will actually enjoy these parasitic life forms that you did not even like had like the courtesy to inform your supposedly reincarnation of Messiah. But it was not important enough for you to actually inform this Messiah that he has this issue, so he can try to treat it in this way or another. Humans are garbage people, and they will be punished severely. And I really hope that by tomorrow morning, I mean, we can take another sample of the pee, and we will see maybe no life form at all, or perhaps very few. And it's already amazing because there were a lot, I mean, in the samples that I've taken only this morning or yesterday night. And big ones. Okay, so let's start. I mean, let's do a quick review of like remaining slides. So I will start with two samples from the glass where I actually try to create diamond rings. I mean, it's mostly special because it's kind of old, like maybe it's 2 months or like at least 1 month. But it was from the time that I didn't like have like many neos. It was before like I started to do the like ecologies and synthetic like cloning. But as I said, I mean, this glass seems to be contain more metal than it should be expected, as evidenced by just, I mean, moving like a magnet near it. So let's see, I mean, what we have in the two slides that I've taken, like two samples. Like I can also, I mean, I've taken like a quick look before I started this video, and I can tell you that I think the Neros were not sure, like, whether, I mean, it's a diamond ring or a turtle. Because actually it really looks like it. I mean, the symbols that I picked were not that successful. Since then, I mean, I learned more like about the symbolic language, and I'm sure that next time it will be better. Actually, after that, I've done another like experiment with a ring. It was not the last one that I had like. And I think that, I mean, they thought, is this a turtle or a diamond ring? It seems that they are not certain, like, in what do I want from them. So this is a turtle, I think. Is it? Just a second. I mean, not a living turtle, of course, and not even closed, but... Oh, this one? Yes, I'm not sure. I mean, is that a turtle? Because it surely ain't, this doesn't look like a diamond ring, but in other occasions that you will see in a short while, they actually created, like, I mean, something that is the start of a diamond ring. So maybe they were just, it was just, I mean, they were just not sure. This looks like something metallic, but I have no idea what. I mean, I will gladly get any advice. It looks interesting and metallic. This is magnification of 64. This could be all sort of stuff. I mean, like blocks, I don't know. Very nice Nero. Perhaps a turtle, I don't know. Or a diamond, I have no idea. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, it's an interesting slide. I mean, I cannot even make any generalizations. Of course, it was from the time that I didn't have many Neros, and I mean, probably the same experiment will now produce very different results, and we will actually do it later today. These are kind of like basic life forms, and it's about it. That's it. Now let's quickly do another like pass of another slide from the same glass. see if there is anything like different or interesting. Maybe not, maybe not. I mean, this is science. Not every day is like not every experiment is a home run or like any other like choose your favorite sport metaphor, but you don't always like succeed like in doing something very interesting or new. So these are just, I mean, the regular like landscaping project of the Neros, nothing like the default mode. I don't know what it is actually. Maybe life form, I'm not sure. If it's a life form, so yeah, another turtle maybe. I think that they actually thought that I wanted them to create turtles. Maybe, I don't know if like real turtles or maybe sculptures of turtles. Because this thing doesn't look like it's on the way to become something real actually. But maybe I'm wrong. This looks like a gemstone, but I wonder what it is. These are also all sorts of like life forms, and Neros here. I wonder, is this gold or maybe I'm just optimistic? I don't know. And are these diamonds or maybe I'm optimistic? I mean, in the past we've seen such things that, I mean, that were actually created from sellotape, like thin duct tape, but this mixture does not contain the like, sellotape. So it's cool. It's not sellotape. I mean, something else. I don't know why. Like hopefully diamond or like a precious stuff, but perhaps you mean just could be anything. I mean, could be anything. Okay, so that's it. I mean, I can't learn much from what I've seen. I mean, it's interesting and impressive, but I can't make any generalization. If anyone like finds something interesting in these slides, I mean, be sure to put it on the comments. And in a minute, I will start another video, or maybe just no. Let's keep it this way. Directly. I mean, jump to the titanium container. So the main question regarding the titanium container is whether Neros actually stayed, I mean, are alive after all this time, and I mean, exposure to electrolysis, but also exposure to severe dehydration. So, I mean, it's expected to see dead life forms of all sorts, but let's see if actually we have Neros over there. This is actually very interesting. So I've taken two completely different samples. It's actually in completely different colors. It's very thick mixture. It contains all sorts of like dead bodies of all sorts of stuff. So I mean, without further ado, let's dive into it. I didn't do like a initial review of those slides, so I watch it with you, like for the first time. I guess the titanium container is what I call this one. It was used like as the energy generator for the cubes, or the aliens, the spaceships diorama, and it was like the mixture was taken from the aquarium, so it contained a lot of life forms and Neros, and it was like connected to electrolysis, and also it was very hot, and it's not airtight at all, so most of it dehydrated. So it's very, the material is thick and dry, and looks like dead bodies of all sorts of stuff. Okay. So we see a Nero, which is good. Look, it looks alive, and another one, great. This looks like the remnants of like very busy electrolysis, also of like biological junk that was separated, like the molecule was separated to like different molecules, or maybe even to elements by the strong electric the relatively high voltage. So we see Neros there, which is good. I mean, they were not all died. I mean, like during this week on this not non-airtight container, which is excellent. This is probably due to the fact that, I mean, it's not, I call it the water container, but it does contain, like, to some extent it contains oils and beeswax. It's not entirely water, because I mean, and this is great because, I mean, water is not that good for neros, and especially oxygen is not that good for them. Even though they are fine with, like, they are not as sensitive to oxygen like life form of comparable size. This could be attested by the fact that they actually do very well inside hydrogen peroxide 3%, especially when it's like combined with like alcohol or iodine. But even just, I mean, purely like just if you just use hydrogen peroxide 3% oxide like oxygen, this should, I mean, this is used, I mean, it's used to kill life forms of this size, of the various sizes of the neros, and the neros like find it like fine. I mean, they do not die inside of it. And I've had several experiments like these belong to a very like early like type of experiments. But I mean, more oxygen is surely kills them, and I don't know what is the optimal level of oxygen that they need. I mean, it's an open question, and I don't have them like the material to actually, like the material and like laboratory like technique to actually like get like a good answer to this kind of question. But it's an open question, an important one. Like, what's their optimal oxygen level? It's low, but it's not as low as like microbes of comparable size. That, I mean, oxygen is very toxic for them. Okay, so this reminds us of other stuff that we've seen. I mean, remnants of electrolysis. We don't have tons of neros here, but we have few, which is good. I mean, they did not all die, and it's good. I mean, many died, but not all of them, and this is actually fine. This is very impressive. I have no idea what it is, but it's impressive. I have no idea what I actually see, but it's interesting, yeah, very interesting. Okay, so let's quickly review the other slide, which is, I mean, visually it's completely different color. Let's see if it's also completely different like material or objects. It's brown as opposed to the like bluish green of the previous slide. Just a second. I don't know what it is. Even though, I mean, externally it looks different than the other slide, I mean, when you actually put it like under the microscope, it looks very, similar. I mean, I think this is interesting. What do we see here? I don't know. And very, very nice Nero and all sort of like jewelry, maybe. Very nice. Wow, very nice. I have no idea what I'm actually looking at, but it's like very nice colors. Wow, this is new. I have no idea what it is. This is new. Let's zoom in. It's a good excuse to zoom in. I don't know what it is. Looks like a Nero that is dressed with some kind of like a robe. And another one. But maybe it's not a Nero, maybe it's, I don't know. Wow. Wow, very nice. Wow, so many Neros. So yeah, many Neros actually survived in this mixture, and they're looking good and shiny. Shiny. Tamatoa. And this is blue one. Maybe it's feeding. Okay, so very interesting. I cannot make anything out of it, but I do think that it's gonna be good mixture, like basic mixture for the next experiment that will be done like hopefully this evening or night. And I haven't decided. I mean, I need to decide like maybe on a cup of coffee. No, just coffee. I do not use your stupid metaphor. Like whether I want to continue. I mean, finish like all the remaining microscopy work that I actually want to finish, or maybe I will start with experimentation because my hands are itching to actually start doing all sort of like things with the electrolysis. So probably I will postpone I have 5 more slides that I want to actually watch, but like review, but it will probably postpone it to after we start doing experimentation. That's it.